So as you can see, I deal with a lot of snacks for what I do with my job. So how can you be around all those snacks and don't eat them? I just don't have an interest for them, and it goes back to the lifestyle change. So just throughout the day, I just want to give a few pointers. Sodas. If you're hooked on sodas, try to cut back. I mean, if you're used to drinking 3 a day, wean yourself down the first week to 2 a day. The next week 1 a day, until you can maybe do a half a soda. Once you get that half a soda, completely cut them out. You need to be drinking water, at least 64 ounces of water a day. It's actually based on your body weight, and I can kind of help you with that if you need help. Also, make sure that you get your weight so you can figure out what your BMI is, body mass index. That way you can figure out how much you need to be losing. Also, make sure you have your app downloaded, as far as like Samsung Health or whatever app that you use. I use Samsung Health. I love it. Of course, I have a Samsung watch, but any of the apps to do. And what I do, and I'll show you guys as I go along today, how I track my food in my app. I will be sending you shots of that so y'all kind of can see how I track. I also will be posting all results of my food, so you guys are able to see that also. Alright, thanks. Alright guys, it is lunch time, so I am about to get started on this lunch video. I had to do a little bit of vending. So as you see in a little clip that I was at Sam's buying all kinds of junk. I picked up some salmon, some chicken breast, and turkey. This is turkey I was talking about earlier. It's really good. 93% lean. I condense this stuff down into like Ziploc bags, cut it up. I usually go ahead and pre-seed. That way I don't have to, when it's time for me to eat, I don't have to go back and season it again. So I take Ziploc bags, or if you got one of those things that like vacuum, which I'm not that fancy, so I'll just use Ziploc bags. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grill up a little bit of chicken for lunch. And then I'll just go through a little later on and cut up everything and season it and get it in Ziploc bags. Leave a little bit out, put the rest in the freezer. I do have a deep freezer. I actually have 2 deep freezers. I kind of keeping stocked up a little bit because of this whole COVID-19 thing. It's supposed to get bad again, so I'm just gonna try to keep everything kind of stocked up. I'm actually gonna get started with my prep. Okay guys, so as you see, I have an onion, avocado. I have never been into avocado, but I'm gonna try to, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with that yet. I got my bell pepper, my cheese, carrots, cucumbers, and I probably gonna cut up one of these heads of lettuce. I got my spinach back out, and I have my grapes. So I'm gonna start cutting this stuff up. Alright ladies, as you can see, I got everything in containers. Be real careful with your temperatures, trying to keep everything at least in the refrigerator by 30 minutes, just for freshness, especially in meats. But also like the peppers and onions and stuff, I'll actually use those in like grilled chicken fajita kind of type of things. But everything else is cut up. And you see the carrots. I actually added some cherry. I love cherries when they're fresh. And I added those in too. So now I'm about to get this stuff put in the refrigerator. Just know, and this is me as a restaurant owner, never keep anything over 7 days once you chop it. Usually about 6 days, because you don't count today. So if today is the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th. The 14th, you need to be throwing everything out, because what's going to happen is everything's going to get gooey and it's considered bad at that point. So I personally, 6 days, I usually just throw everything out and start fresh. Hopefully, if we stay on track, you won't have a lot to throw out, but there will be times you have stuff to throw out. In my situation, my husband is probably going to help eat some, and my children are actually going to start. The two older ones, I'm going to have them working with changing their diet also. So I'm getting started cooking this chicken here in a second. So guys, I am at the stove. I prefer using the skillet. And I have this extra virgin olive oil that I'm gonna spray just to keep it from sticking. Then I'm gonna go ahead and lay pieces of my chicken in here. I'll put some seasoning on it before I cut the pan on. I like to use gloves, but I'm not necessarily using unless I'm cutting those onions. I use gloves. So that is 2 chicken breasts here, and I'll get the seasoning here in a second. So I'm pretty basic when it comes to seasoning. I just use garlic, salt, and pepper. Sometimes I will use the lemon pepper, especially if I'm like doing like on the grill some wings or something. It just depends, but right now it's just salt, pepper, and garlic. Of course, my weakness is pepper. I love pepper, so I might have a little more than you probably would want, but I am going to get started cooking. Alright guys, so we are looking pretty good. I'm just about to flip all the chicken over. It's looking pretty good. It's smelling pretty good. I got the stove on like medium, like midway. So I don't want to cook it too fast. I want to make sure my chicken is completely cooked inside. Don't want to be no raw chicken, and we don't want to burn it. So as you can see, that side is, the one side is cooked, and we're gonna sit here and simmer the other side. Not looking too bad. Like I said, the only oil in there is the extra virgin olive oil. You know, I guess you could probably add a little bit of butter if you needed like a little bit more, especially if you're using a regular pan and the oil sucks up real quick. You might can throw a little bit of butter, not much, a little bit of butter, or if for a little bit of flavor. I just really try to cut out a lot of the extra stuff. So, you know, like I said, just for health wise. But it's looking good. The salad's gonna be beautiful. I got everything in the fridge already. Just waiting on the chicken. Okay guys, so just like everything else, we put it in a container and we're gonna stick the lid on it. And the reason this is like that, I stick dates on it so I know when I actually put it in the refrigerator. Alright guys, so my salad is finished. I got my chicken on there. I just took a handful of this trail mix. Like I said, cranberry. Not even a full handful. I probably said half a handful, and I sprinkled on there. Me, I probably won't eat this whole salad, even though it's not really a lot. But I like the taste of. I like it because it's pretty. Make sure you make your salad pretty. I think pretty is everything.